My name is Alexandra Knox, and I am an assistant professor of art and sculpture, and I teach sculpture and I teach 3D design. I started working last August is when my position started here, and I came from a small school in Ada, Oklahoma, and what I loved about this place was that Coastal is the community that's here among the faculty. It's really tight-knit, and people want to get things done. So I've always been interested in art. My mom has a picture framed from when I was like 3 years old. I think almost every mom and dad probably has a framed picture that's not very well done actually, but it's been my passion ever since I was a kid. Most recently, my work has been about my heritage, my Ukrainian heritage, and that's what's driven me for probably the past 7 years. I've been really focused on this difference in family and language and what those barriers mean. I have a focus on food in my thesis body of work that I've done, so food is really important to me. Most recently I'm working collaboratively on a performance piece with my good dear friend and artist Gillian Morrow. She's out of North Carolina. And so that's the first collaborative performance I've ever done, and we performed it in Atlanta in January, and it went over really well. So we are submitting that work. I was a part of Art Fields in Lake City, South Carolina this year, and I did this really large installation that was cheesecloth and satin. And it was kind of like this disease looking, it looked like the space that I was given was diseased. It was supposed to kind of touch into that like rubbernecking, like I can't look away, something that's really morbid, but like there's an accent on the side of it or something, like everybody looks, and so it kind of touches on that, like this is so gross, but I can't stop looking at it. For my personal work, I'm currently working on a cast bronze, cast iron, and fabricated steel series that I started in this Keen Foundry Symposium that I was invited to 2 years ago, and it's really formal. It's not heavily conceptual, and I'm just focusing on my skill set and making sculpture and objects. This will be on a base that's like that's the same size as this, a steel base that's solid, and the base will be this high, so the piece would be this high. And I'm planning on doing like a dozen of them, so a whole series, but that's what it is.